The Rothman Institute presents Take 5 on Hawks All Access.
Hi Hawk fans! After a lengthy hiatus, we'll call it a gap year, Take 5 is back on Hawks All Access. I'm Nikki Philpott, and with me today is a sophomore standout from the women's cross country squad, a Wyoming, Pennsylvania native, Lindsey Oremus. Lindsey, thanks for being here today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I'll say you're the first guest on our show who's ever brought in a gift. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tell me a little bit about this pumpkin.
So the team today went on a little team bonding trip to Linvilla Orchards. So that was nice. We kind of got away. It was just the girls team, the 30 of us now. So it was kind of like some people's seasons are winding down, and it was nice to just kind of take a little break away from the running aspect of things and go have some fun.
Some pumpkin picking. Did you do anything else out there?
We went apple picking.
Nice.
We got some food, the caramel apples and all kinds of stuff. So we had a good time.
Sounds fun. So let's jump right into this. The first thing about you that I want to ask you about, it makes you very unique outside of running, is that you're an EMT. So tell me a little bit about that.
I am. I'm an EMT for about a year and a half now. I took my class at a college the year going into my senior year of high school. So it was kind of crazy. It was an 8 or 9 week course, and it was 9 hours a day. So it took a lot to get there, and I finally had gotten a job this past year working for a Voca ambulance company back near my home, and I just love it. I love helping people, and I love riding the truck and learning new things every day. So I'm definitely want to go that way with my career.
Do you have a particular experience so far that stands out, something that makes you really love what you do? Are there a bunch?
I have a few that pop in my head, but I don't know if it makes me love the job. The ones that stick with you are kind of the ones that are the more saddening ones.
Sure.
But I definitely love when the good outcomes happen and I can help people and make their day better.
What made you choose St. Joe's to be your home away from home?
It was funny. I was back and forth between a bunch of schools. Pittsburgh is a great school, and I went on an official there, and the coach was great, and the team was great, and I loved Pittsburgh. And I went to University of Delaware, and like I said, the coaches all over the place were fantastic. Sure. And I was really torn between, a bunch of the coaches, and at the time we still had Coach Quinn, and when I visited, he was just a very welcoming man and grandfatherly, and that day when I came and did my official here, I got to meet the team, and I walked in the room, and you just, you feel it. So I definitely got on Hawk Hill, and I felt it, and I took the tour, and the whole nine, and I was actually my last 2 schools I narrowed down to was Pitt and St. Joe's. Okay. And my entire life I've wanted to go to a Philadelphia school. So it wasn't just that, but Coach Quinn had called me on the day of St. Joseph, and he was like, do you want to run for our school? And I said, yes, I do. So that's actually my commitment day. So I'm really proud of that, and I'm glad I made this decision.
You're halfway through your sophomore cross-country season. Obviously, being a collegiate runner, you have to adhere to a pretty strict diet.
Yeah.
But during crossover season or during times when you're able to just kind of get that cheat meal in, what does that look like to you? What's that meal?
I cheat a lot. I'm not gonna lie. In years past, I've been really strict with my diet and really too focused. Sometimes you gotta take a step back. Sure. and kind of enjoy yourself and give yourself what your body's asking for. And if it's a little bit of sugar, it is. My favorite dessert is ice cream, and I'm not going to lie, I eat a lot of ice cream in Campion. So, you just got to eat it in moderation. You don't have 10 scoops every day. That's the key. And as far as meals go, I try to eat healthy. I eat a lot of pasta, get the carbs in, and try to get the vegetables in. And, like I said, you just have to enjoy yourself, but in moderation.
And you mentioned Coach Quinn before, was here for 49 years, and then he retired.
Yes.
So you came in with head coach Melody O'Reilly, experienced all the firsts of Hawk Hill together. What was that like for you and your class coming in?
It was awesome. I mean, when we first heard, I was actually one of the first phone calls, I believe, that Coach Quinn made. He called me up and he told me he wasn't going to be coaching anymore. And I cried, honestly. I cried that day. It was upsetting and it's stressful. As soon as you commit, you have your coach say, I'm not your coach anymore.
It's tough, yeah.
So we actually waited all summer, and it was funny because Coach Mel was emailing us, and I was unaware that it was a school email. I wasn't into that yet, a freshman coming in, and I didn't get any of the emails. So I finally had reached out to her a week before we got to Hawk Hill, and I was like, hi, Coach, I'm Lindsey. I didn't really get anything from you. And she's like, I've sent everything. So from that day, we became pretty close, and I just remember the first few days, meeting Coach Mel, finding out who she was, and then meeting her kid who's on the team too, Keelan O'Reilly, and he's one of my best friends. So the whole O'Reilly clan I've got to meet, and just especially bonding with Coach Mel and just having that that kind of first year bond together. You know, she's almost not like one of my classmates, but she's a beginner just like we are. She's just as far in it as we are. So it's cool because we learn a lot of the same things together, and she is such a great coach. She helps me grow in all aspects of life, not just in my running career. And I think that's really special, and I think that it's a great thing that St. Joe's was able to find a replacement for such a great guy. And she's definitely, you know, she has huge shoes to fill, but she's well on her way.
That's great. And obviously she has your respect. You have her respect. It works both ways. So final question for you. All right, we're going with the fall theme. You brought us a pumpkin. Very nice. I'm going to give you 2 possible responses, all right? And right off the bat, I just want you to say the first one that comes to your head, okay? So we're going to talk fall beverages right now.
Fall beverages.
Pumpkin spice latte, hot chocolate.
Pumpkin spice latte. Definitely. I mean, I'm an apple cider person, but I guess if I had to choose between those two, definitely the
So just go right over to Starbucks and get one?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Lindsey, thanks for being here today,
No problem,
and
Nikki.
best
Thank
of luck
you.
with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
The Hawks return to action this Saturday at both the Princeton Invitational and the Lafayette Invitational, and then they're off to the Atlantic 10 Championship on Saturday, October 29th at Mechanicsville, Virginia's Pole Green Park. For Hawks All Access, I'm Nikki Philpott, and we'll see you next time on Take 5.